Parents, I am so excited to finally be making this video because we're returning to service on June 14th. But what about Crossroads Kids? Well, over the past 3 months, we've tried to construct a plan to resume Crossroads Kids, and seemingly every single week, something changes and it takes us back to the drawing board. However, I believe that we now have a 4-stage plan, and I want to share it with you. Along with this video, we've attached a couple documents to an email that is also being sent to your inbox, and it outlines our entire plan. Now, at the same time, we must also remember that plans are always subject to change, and when they do change, they're probably going to change pretty swiftly. Now, church resumes on June 14th, and when we do that, we will not have Crossroads Kids worship services or the nursery. This is stage 1. If you're comfortable returning to church, we're going to ask you and your family worship together. And we've prepared a few resources for your family during this stage, and I've posted them on the church website under the Welcome Back to Crossroads tab. I've also attached them to this email for you. They include some ideas and things that you can print for your kids to use in the services, and ideas for you as parents. So if you're going to join us during this stage 1, please check that out. Now, while the traditional cry room will not be available for extra safety precautions, we do have an option for you if your child becomes too restless to continue in these family worship services. We've cleaned out some of the rooms in the Children's Center to serve as family rooms. Now, a family room isn't a family worship room. It's basically an empty room where the service will be playing over the loudspeakers, and you and your child can go and you can pause and calmly review your expectations of each other. And please know, these are not rooms for you and your child or your entire family to go and hang out for the remainder of the service. They're not rooms for social time with the other families that might need them as well. If you feel your child will not, if you're sitting down there and you feel your child not capable of continuing to social distance or be able to return to the service, you can always go for a short walk outside or even to your vehicle, because we will be broadcasting on an FM channel, and we'll give you, if you need that, we'll give that to you, that station to you. We'll do an FM broadcast of this that's only available in our parking lot. Now, if your family is still comfortable joining us for these family worship services, please know we want to encourage your child to follow social distancing. And part of that is for them to always be next to an adult. If your family is not yet ready to continue to return to live services and some of the things we've outlined on our website, we would love for you to continue to join us online. We also know that you may prefer that. You may prefer to continue worship at home, and we support you in that decision. So during stage 1, we're going to continue Crossroads Kids as we've done it, the online worship service as we have done it. These will be posted first thing Sunday morning, so you can watch them whenever best fits your schedule. You can even feel free to bring some headphones. If you're coming to church, feel free to bring some headphones and a device for your child to church with you, and have them watch the Crossroads Kids online service while Brad preaches, if that works for your family. We're going to have stage 1, these family worship services, until July 12th. That's the day. That's the day we're going to reopen our preschool and elementary worship services. Nursery age kids will continue to remain with their parents for the time being, and our 3 and 4-year-olds, they will all be together in rooms 208 and 209, and that's the train room and their normal worship area. Well, elementary students, they're going to gather in their assigned classrooms just like normal, and then brought out to the large group area just like normal with appropriate distancing. We are currently determining the number of children that can be in attendance in each classroom, and that's some of the precautions that we're taking. But once we have those numbers, we will be sure to communicate them with you. Each class will have this predetermined attendance limit, and we will use our computer check-in system to ensure we do not go over those numbers. Once an attendance mark is reached, no additional children will be allowed in that classroom. and those children must attend service with their parents, or there might be some flexibility in some other rooms based on limits and some different things. So there is flexibility within that. Then, on August 2nd, we will go into stage 3. And that's when we open the nursery with the same kind of limits. Attendance limits with the check-in and different things. So, and lastly, and I don't even know when we're going to get to this, we'll go into stage 4, which will be a time where there'll be no more restrictions, no more limits. And we're looking forward to that. We don't know when it's going to come, but we are looking forward to that. Now, I promise you, as a parent myself, my team and I will work hard to enforce these standards and these practices to the best of our ability, while also keeping an eye on the current state of COVID-19 in our area. If at any time we can't keep these standards, or it becomes unsafe for us to have Crossroads kids, we will sadly have to close again. Now, we don't want to, but on that email and that document, you'll also find I've tried to answer some other questions for you, and I don't have time to go into them on this video today, but be sure to read over those. But here's a couple of those questions. What if I'm not ready to return with my family? And we kind of answer that for you. How will we attempt to enforce, as Crossroads kids, how will we attempt to enforce social distancing with 3-4-year-olds? What cleaning measures are we going to take? What can you as a parent expect from us as Crossroads kids? And vice versa, what do we expect from you? Honestly though, parents, enforcing social distancing is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we want to create an environment that doesn't focus on what we can't do, but focuses on what we can do, and that is worshiping Jesus. We want kids to know that they are loved by us and loved by God, and that there will be normal life after COVID-19 is over. Crossroads Kids, it is, and it will always be a safe place where we don't want kids to be anxious, we don't want kids to be fearful, we just want kids to focus on Jesus. And in that document, you will find a great article about the effects of children being isolated, and it was written in 2017, before this all started. And go make sure you read that article. You will also find in that page a great resource called the Hildenberg Catechism. It walks us as parents through some important scriptures and how to teach them to our kids that show hope and comfort and how it should be found in Jesus Christ. Now, most of all, and this is what we've built Crossroads Kids around, most of all, we will spend time in prayer with and for your kids, period. Know that to be sure. So, parents, we're excited about this. We're ready for it to happen. We've even got some little changes coming up that maybe if you're there on Sunday, you'll see one of those. You just look down the hallway. You might notice, you might not even notice, there might be a subtle change, but you might notice some of the little things that we're doing to spruce it up, to make it look nice. And we've already changed the logo, and we got some other cool things happening too. So as we begin this process of making Crossroads Kids come back, and as we prepare for your kids to return, we covet your prayers, and we covet your support. And if there's any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. So, we'll see you on Sunday to worship together as a church family, and within your own little family too. Or we'll see you online. So until I see you again, adios.